So let's take a look at this example. First thing we're going to do is make sure that it is a cylinder before I start using this technique. All right, so it does have two variables. So that tells me that's a cylinder. It also, the trace is on the XY plane because those are what are there. And then this is going to be directed along the Z-axis. So it's going to be running up and down. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, this is the conic section part. I need to graph this, but that's not in a form that I can recognize. So I'm going to divide everything by 36. I get x squared over 4 plus y squared over 9 equals 1. This is an ellipse with A equal to plus or minus 2 and B equal to plus or minus 3. Where we pick those numbers up is the numbers underneath. Here, the square root. So that is the square root for A. This is A squared. This is B squared. So I get A and B there. And an ellipse, how we do this is we run A along the x-axis and B along the y. It's whatever goes with it. Like this number goes with that x-axis. So let's take a look at our picture. Our x and our y are the flat ones. So what I do is in my x direction, I plot 2 and negative 2. In the y direction, I plot negative 3 and 3. And I get an ellipse. So I will do my best to draw this. There's the dotted one for the other one. And yours may be more, it may look better, actually. So what we do now is I'm going to make new axes in green. And let's move them up, and we can move them up or below as much as we want. I'm just going to move up 5. There we go. And then what I usually do is I draw on here for me. For you, I just use a ruler. Make sure it's parallel to this axis. There we go. You can do tick marks, like straight up. You would use a ruler. All right, so I'm going to mark these. And then I'll erase those green lines. All right, so I'm just making my tick marks here for the x-axis. There we go. So I'm going to erase these green lines now. I have those tick marks. I can also do the same thing here. I guess I don't need to do dotted lines. I can just do normal ones. So you just use a ruler to mark these. You really didn't need all these, did you? We just needed 3. So I'll do this side like that, what I was talking about. I only need this side. So, okay, so I got 1, 2, 3. That's just 3. The other ones don't really matter. I only need that 1 to look good. All right, so I erased those lines now. So notice now I have that shape up here. So I can graph the red graph. I got 2 on my x-axis. I got 3 on the other axis. And then I just do my best to draw. As you can tell, I'm not an artist. This iPad saves me quite a bit artistically. So there we go. All right. We do at least 3. That's what I always do. I'm going to take these green tick marks. I wonder if there's a way. You would just do it again. Let's see if I can copy this. There we go. And I can just set this here. And you can set any value you want for your traces. I guess I should do 5. There we go. And then you can grab the actual picture. Let me do these back dots here. They're going to be slightly off, but that's okay. We're not trying to draw the best, we're just trying to get an idea. Oof. All right, so I put those there. That's going to give me that. And I have this one as well. I usually just do the dots. So as you can tell, this is your traditional cylinder running up and down. All right, let me show you a picture of this using the grapher. What I did for that third part is you just put the green axes down there, you make dotted lines with your pencil, and then draw it again there. Let's go to the grapher so you can see this. So I turn that one on, turn this one. And as you can tell, it is an ellipse cylinder with the ellipse as your trace on the bottom.